Hey, J here. Today I've got an interesting video for you coming up. We're going to be looking at the first Red Dead game compared to the second game. We're going to be taking a look at how the world has expanded, changed and grown over time. I've put together 7 key locations in the game to compare. Red Dead Redemption is actually set in 1911, so Red Dead Redemption 2 is really a prequel to Red Dead 1. The first events of Red Dead Redemption 2 took place in 1899. Of course, we will also be comparing the graphics today. As you can see, in the second game, the graphics are much more clearer and more realistic than the first game. Red Dead Redemption came out in 2010, so it is now 10 years old. So I thought it would be cool for us to look at how much graphics have improved and changed over time, and now we can see the comparison of how better they've gotten. This makes me even more excited to see what it's going to look like on the Xbox One X and PS5, just because the graphics are so good on our consoles what we have now. In my opinion, Blackwater is much more expansive in the first game compared to the second. I think there's more places you can go into and not as much boarded up buildings. Big shout out to all the subscribers to the channel. We just hit 300, so that is brilliant. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Anyone who has ever left a comment, liked or subbed to the channel, I really appreciate that so much. I can't thank you enough for just doing that for me, and I hope you enjoy the content. Like, this channel is just for people to enjoy, and I'm glad that everyone seems to be liking what I'm putting out, and yeah, hopefully this can be a fun place for both of us.
The sky sure is smiling today.
It's my favorite kind of weather.
Well then.
Hello there.
Howdy there! Oh, really? Nice to see you. Howdy.
Watch yourself there. What can I do for you?
I hear a troop of French dancers that sets there.
Good to have you back in the shop, sir.
Blackwater Grant.
Great. Thanks.
Welcome to the store.
Keep well.
Hello? Howdy there. Howdy. Get the latest Blackwater liquor, right?
Don't try to be something you're not.
Well now, it's been a spell since I saw you last.
Come on in. We're open
Look
for
around.
business.
Take your time. Just heard they found that outlaw Micah Bell dead in the Grizzlies.
Vince. How you doing? Good to have you back.
The violence in this town just keeps getting worse. I blame the moving pictures myself.
Why? You sure you can keep up?
You ever play this before, Brent?
The more people moving here, the better it is.
Old man Carruthers keeps 101 cats in a hellhole. The stinky trash. I hope I find you well.
Sorry, gotta go. Oswald and Force themselves. I should write my...
All right, bed's closed. Shall we?
Quiet here, I hope.
How do you do? Hi there. Come on in.
The long arm of the law is spread through this fine country. That's one take on the matter for sure. That Doc Purvis sure could work some magic. Well, it'd be hard to call.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Well, we'll be here.
I might look for a sheriff's post.
Watch yourself.
Now on to our next location, Armadillo. Armadillo is a very mysterious location, as in the second Red Dead Redemption 2 game, there is a plague. Many people believe that Herbert Moon made a deal with the strange man that caused the plague. I could definitely believe this, as he is such a shady character. You can even hear him complaining about John in this scene, saying he used to be a hired killer. We all know that Herbert is the real villain here. In Red Dead Redemption, Armadillo is such a lively place, one of the towns that you go to the most, because there's more things to do there. That is not the case in Red Dead Redemption 2, as there is an outbreak of cholera. Very mysterious. It's cool the way Rockstar thought they would add this in. It's quite a nice idea. Kind of adds the spookiness to the town.
Let's go. Load up now.
Hello. Get yourself in off the street.
Whoever built you knew what he was doing.
Hello.
If something such as killing a man comes from the
I heard.
Come on. Hello there.
You're real helpful, thank you.
You were always welcome.
Come on in. It's safer than outside. I can promise you that. Have a peek. You might like what you see.
In Red Dead Redemption, there is a doctor's office. There isn't this in the second game. Mysteriously, there is a picture of the strange man behind Herbert Moon's counter. What is Rockstar trying to tell us here?
Why, hello there.
Location number 3, Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed is the opposite of Armadillo as it is dead in Red Dead Redemption and lively in Red Dead Redemption 2. There are no stores in Red Dead Redemption and Tumbleweed. I know that it was taken over by a gang and that is why it's so run down, but I'd like to know how Tumbleweed got back on their feet when we see it in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Is Tumbleweed. We are the end of the civilized world.
I do have a feeling that the sheriff of Tumbleweed has something to do with them getting back to civilization as he is so prominent about the law. Now on to one of my favourite locations from Red Dead Redemption, it's McFarland Ranch. In the first Red Dead Redemption game, McFarland's Ranch is really important as this is where you first start off the game and you run into Bonnie McFarland who gives you a lot of missions in the game. There's also a foreman's office and a general store, but in the second game there's none of these and the place is pretty dead and boring.
Settle.
Now we move on to Coot's Chapel. Everything pretty much looks the same here, even the trees. Rockstar did a very good job of remodeling the game after Red Dead Redemption. If you come here in Red Dead 2, you can mostly see people that have died from cholera being buried here. The doors are locked in Red Dead Redemption 2, but you can see the interior inside the first game. Next up we have Manzanita Post. I'm pretty sure in Red Dead Redemption that is actually open to the player that they can go inside the trading post and sell and buy things. I just haven't got it unlocked in my game yet. Notice how there is tents and more people around. I'm pretty sure in RDR the player can go inside the trading post. I just haven't unlocked it yet. I feel like in Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar made more of an effort to make things interactive and open. as most interiors are shot on Red Dead Redemption 2.
Good morning, sir. Rumor says there was a brush in the Bear Claw camp.
Don't mean nothing to me.
Other than the tents, everything is pretty much the same here, even the pelts and the deer hung up. The only difference I noticed was 3 deers were hung up in RDR2, and RDR there was just 1 deer. Oh, I almost forgot, there's a railway and post office in the first game and there isn't in the second.
I don't care nothing.
Last up, we have John's home, Beecher's Hope.
Let's go.
I find it annoying that you can't get in here in RDR because it would make sense that the family would still be there if this is meant to be the continuation of RDR2.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Lots of work to do, but I'm all right.
Oh, that's good, I suppose.
This writing on the wall inside the barn is actually a cheat code to turn into Jack and beat all missions in RDR. Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I put a lot of effort into it and it would mean a lot to me if you would like, subscribe or even turn on the notification bell. It really helps out the channel. Once again, thank you for 300 subscribers and I'll see you guys in the next one.